Hello.
Did you guys get kicked off?
Is it because you stopped recording?
It's because I invited Melinda and I clicked the X up there to shut down where I had done it, only I clicked on the wrong X. So sorry. We don't have to worry about not recording that part because it's not here anymore. Hi, Vicki.
And then what happened to the other two? Oh,
No,
here they
they're
go.
gonna have to be determined to get back on. Sorry about that, Tara. I sent that to Melinda and I went to click on the X because I was done with that part of the thing, and I clicked on the X of the whole Zoom meeting.
I know, I was like, what? All of a sudden you were
gone.
on.
So now we gotta get Jolynn back.
Yeah. Hi, Jen and Becky.
Hi there.
That's funny.
Oh,
I was going to
technology.
tell you before we got cut off, I told you, thank you for putting those back on YouTube, because I went back and watched a few of the older ones and they laughed. I loved it.
I love going, that's part of the thing is I get on there and I know I'm supposed to be editing it and I'm like, just enjoying it so much, I have to stop myself and go, oh, wait, you're supposed to be working.
That was
Sorry
the
about
weirdest
that,
thing.
Lynn.
Did you
Huh?
cut? Did you hang? What happened? Okay.
You know, when I invite Melinda, I open up another window to do that. Well, I went to close that window and instead of clicking on the X for that window, I clicked on the X for the whole meeting.
I know. I'm like, that's never happened before. What happened?
I just had to try something new.
Well, that was good.
I'm glad you got back.
Today's computer bad day, because
Yeah.
I know. I wondered if it was your computer, Tara. If your computer had like mojo.
Well, I told everybody we don't have to worry about not recording that part because it's gone.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's less editing for you.
That's right. Yes, I was. Yeah. Well, cool. It's 1:06, and I think that's probably, unless Tara hears something from my mother, we'll
Nope.
get started.
she hasn't responded, so.
That doesn't surprise me. She kind of said, I think she's getting kind of tired of this. She loves seeing us, but she's not real excited about the drawing part of it. So she doesn't put a whole lot of extra effort into making it here. So
Okay, well, you could just tell her we all said hi.
I will, yes, yes.
Tell her she could come and just talk and entertain us while we draw.
Yes, I'll
Yeah,
tell
she
her
doesn't
that.
draw.
Yes. Okay. So I sent you 2 breakdowns, but before we do that, I wanted to talk to you about what makes lace. I guess you guys all saw, I really like the black or a gray or something with the white ink. It really makes it look like lace, I think. But we're gonna do black ink on white, or at least that's what I'm gonna do today. But some of the things that you just need to think about, I'll just draw it on here. Everybody, when you think about this, you're gonna recognize this as a piece of lace that you've seen somewhere. Do you recognize that edge? They do that on the edge sometimes. It's the same. I did it on here, if you can see really close. That part right there. That's a typical lace stitch. The other thing is, and what works on the black, but you can't really do on the white, you'll fill it in with pencil, is these parts that are shaded white, they look like that sheer material that lace has in it.
Yeah.
So there's those, and then you usually have a part that you're going to sew, which is this part that I put on here. You're going to use that to sew on. And then there's usually some kind of decoration underneath, but it's connected with some kind of a netting of some sort. So this is pretty common to have this connecting it like this. Or you can have netting in little squares. And I like it where you put the knots in there. You've seen that in lace. It'd be interesting to go get real lace and see if we could copy it. And then you just have your whatever you're going to put on underneath it there. So the first one that I've got, this one, you probably all recognize it as it's like usually white cotton. And these are like eyelet holes in the top and the bottom. And that's a pretty simple one, but this one is just things that I put together to build my own lace. So you can put anything you want to make lace, and we'll talk about that as we go a little bit. So I'm going to undo, well, I'm going to clear. And we'll do this one that's the white cotton eyelet. I guess daisy eyelet or something is kind of what it looks like. And you just need to put a circle and space them evenly. And this is the center of the daisy.
So do it kind of in the middle of the paper.
Well, okay, let me put it this way. Here, we're going to make our lace this wide.
Okay.
So you're going to put it in the middle of how wide that lace is right there. And these are usually holes with an embroidery around the outside. So if you wanted to do a really close up, you could actually put the stitching around these. We're not going to do that today, but you could. And so we're just going to draw a daisy. So whoops, do yours a little bit more consistent. A top, a bottom, a left and a right, and you don't want to go past the halfway mark because you're going to put another daisy there.
Where are you going to put another one? Oh, right. Never mind.
Right. Yeah, can you see? Okay. So you're going to do a top, a bottom, and two sides on each daisy. And then you'll just go back in and put the petals on the 45-degree angle for each one of these. And so if you were going to shade this or fill this in, all of these places would be dark because they're usually holes cut in the material and then seams put around. So then you just go back and put the 45-degree angles in. Okay, then each of the top ones and each of the bottom ones is going to have a little teardrop shape above it, and you want them pointing towards the edge. If you try and follow, like if you tried to do this one with a little teardrop shape above it, then this one would run into it. So you can't do it that way. You have to do them up towards the edge like this. And so you'll do that on each of the three top ones and each of the 3 bottom ones. Okay, then we're just going to do the edges of this, and it's just going to be like this around each one of the teardrop shapes that you did. So you'll end up with a scalloped edge on the edge of your lace. And if you're doing white, you might want to go over these and make them thicker lines, just so it'll look more like stitching on the edge. Oops. But that's all there is to this one. So you could use this as a border. Border is somebody in somebody's hair, Jolene, on your, a headband, or what else could you use this for? A frame, kind of.
Be a really pretty bookmark too.
Bookmark, yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one, I'm just going to kind of show you how I did this one, but you can tell even my examples as I'm doing the step outs are not the same as what I did on the final. And you kind of have to look at where you're going with things and what might look the best, and do whatever you think looks the best. But I started, and you kind of have to decide how wide you want your lace, your design, because I'm starting in the middle right here, and you can just add on to both sides to make it as wide as you want. So this is going to be fairly narrow, and it's just waves. So like upside down arches. And that's the top part we're going to add on to. And then to make it look semi-even, you want to do another row on the bottom here, kind of mirroring the arches that you did on the top. Now I'm going to do little curlicues like I'm showing you in the breakout, but at this point you could put a loop on the top of this. You could put 3 loops on each side. I'm giving you these ideas because I'm going to show you how to do this one, and then I want you to each come up with your own and see what you can come up with. So I just put little curly cues on here on each one of these sides towards the middle. And do the same thing on the bottom ones. The nice thing about lace is it doesn't have to be the same on the top and the bottom either. What I'm gonna do is show you the same, but you could make it different. What this will make you do is the next time you go into a fabric store, you're gonna look at lace totally different. You're gonna figure out how it was really put together. And then on these places where the top of our wave, basically, on each one of these, I don't know what this shape is. I'm gonna do it off to the side so you can see it, because once you start going, it's really easy to make, and it's kind of rhythmic. You make a, what would that be, like a petal, but you don't pick your pin up and you loop it again around to the bottom. So you make that petal shape and then just that loop right after it, and it really flows well if you'll just not hesitate. So instead of doing 2 petal shapes and connecting them, you're just going to do like that. And if you have a half a one back here, you could do it halfway if you need to do that. And do the same on the bottom. And the next thing I did, I'm looking at these, they're all different. But whenever we've done this before on lots of things, whenever you have lots of little shapes that you've put together and then you do an echo kind of on the outside of them, it pulls them all together in one shape. So the next thing I did was just echo all these shapes to make it feel like one piece of lace instead of several different shapes. And this is not a requirement of lace, because if you look at lots of the examples I did, they're not, this isn't done on there. And if you think about it, all of these lines that we're doing here are what would be embroidery. And they're not usually straight or even or perfect. And they look just fine. And then you need to connect these two pieces of embroidery together somehow. So I just did the diagonal lines. And they don't have to connect to anywhere in particular.
Hold on a second. So. Sorry.
And then just do the other direction across there. And I like to put a bigger dot right where they connect. It makes it feel more like netting to me, which is kind of what this is. And then this is where I did a whole bunch of different things. So you can either leave it like it is, and that can be done, or I put in the bottom of these, I put a circle on some of them and connected them to the curly Q just to make it look like something different there. Or you could put a great big huge circle that connected the two curly Qs together. And that could even have threads in it, like a spoke kind of thing, or not. You could put other circles there, or you don't have to do anything with it. Or you could put circles right here on the outside. And you can see that on the one that I did, I kept building up on the outside of it. So you can do whatever you like them there. On mine, I just looks like I did it different, totally different. I didn't do the echo line. So on the one that I did, you've got the shape here and the shape here. And I took it from the top of that one And then I connected it below right here and made this like it was kind of netting, and then put another topper thing on top of that. So that's one way to do it, or one of these other ways I've showed you. One of the things I really like about lace that has netting on the edge is it's called picot stitches, but it's really, when you're drawing it, it's just a round ball. So you could put an edge with a round ball where they connect. You could stop where we just had these things coming up like this. You could leave it like that, or add this and leave it like that. That's probably more clean edged. And then you can fill in anything with shading so it looks like solid material. So what you're doing when you're looking at lace is you're looking at like solid material that's either a netting or a like a sack, what would you call that? It's really light, whatever it is, or like a cotton, like the first one we did was cotton, and then stitching. So you just have to make sure things are connected, kind of, and remember it's a drawing, so it doesn't have to really work, but that's kind of the look you're going for when you make lace. So questions about this before you try one on your own?
Nope.
Okay.
So where, like the one that you did, let's see, on my screen, it would be left hand lower, the little dots.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Where would you attach that?
I would put it like right here on this edge. I would do something like that and make a netting like that, and those picots like that.
Okay.
And what's really fun, and that's why, well, you could see I kind of got carried away. I did 4 of these because it was so much fun to challenge. If you've got these, you can see there's lots of other shapes like this one. These shapes are, they're just loops like we've done, and adding just some different sides on them. And this is the part where it doesn't have to be real. You can put your dots right here and they're not connected. But if it was real lace, they'd probably be like beads that were sewn on or something. And this right here is one of the ways you can, just straight lines is one of the ways you can connect 2 things.
Oh, they're so pretty.
Yeah, it's really fun. So I'm going to work, I'll do another one, probably one of these that I did with some different things on it. This one right here, Jen, I don't know if you can see, this is where I did the picot on the edge. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know who we're missing today is Lisa. Wonder where she's at.
Oh, your mom said unlock. Bill says we can be home in 10 minutes.
Oh, tell him not to hurry. I'd tell her she could get on her phone, but I don't want to have to try and figure that out.
Okay.
I think everybody's enjoying the sunshine. I know that we need more snow, but it's so beautiful out.
Mhm. That's right. You guys are in a different place.
Oh, you don't have beautiful weather up there?
No, we've got clouds and we're supposed to get rain and snow.
Oh, well, we are too this weekend, but right now it's like 50 and sunny.
Well,
Yeah.
it's warm here, just not sunny.
Oh. We're
Not that I can see.
Uh, This is going to be the quietest one yet.
No, we're concentrating.
Brain power, yeah.
Oh, man.
Mine are all crooked.
That's all right.
All of them.
Lace is crooked.
It is, you're right.
Ooh,
No yawning. We still have to make it through the rest of the day.
I'm sorry. 1 o'clock came too early this morning.
Yeah, 1 o'clock is a little too early for anybody to be up.
Well, in the 2 days before that, I got up at 2.
Yeah,
What is going on? I don't know. I'm enjoying this nice sunshine.
yeah.
We have our rain this weekend. I might sleep in a little bit.
Tara,
Hmm?
it's not sunny at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning.
I was just thinking the same thing, but I thought I'd better have it.
Person, so I love the mornings. I get more done in the morning before noon than I do all the rest of the whole day.
Me too, but I still don't get up at 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, normally it's anywhere between 3 and 5, but I don't know, the last 2 days I get up and I try and go back to sleep, but I just can't, so I just go ahead and get up.
Ah,
My great grandmother used to say a minute of morning's worth an hour of afternoon.
And
That's
that's
so
very
true.
true, yes.
Well, you know, when I've always got things I want to do, like, you know, I'm moving things around in my house. I don't know. I just get motivated. I get it, you know, so that's probably why, but when nothing's going on, that's when I sleep till 4 or 5. But I got stuff that I'm, you know, it's like that I'm doing, and it's like, oh, I got to get up and do this, got to get up and do that.
You make me tired just talking about it.
I must be totally unmotivated because I just sleep away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been, I don't know, early riser.
I consider myself an early riser too, but that usually means like 5:30 or 6.
If I sleep until 5:30 or 6, that's sleeping into me. I tell my daughter, oh, I actually slept in today. And she goes, what time did you get up? And I go, 6. She goes, oh gosh, Mom, you don't even know what sleeping in is. I go, yeah, but I'm in bed by 6, 7 o'clock at night. That's the difference.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't stay up till 9, 10. I probably should. No, I like the days. I like the morning. I don't do nights very well. This is fun. I like the,
Well, I can't wait to see what everybody's done. This is one of these things, I always thought it would be fun to try making lace, but after drawing it, I'm like, I think I'll just stick with drawing. Can you imagine all the knots you'd have?
oh, that's like that tatting, you know? It's like,
Yes.
oh my gosh, that's too tedious. It's
I've
pretty.
done that before, but it must have been when I was more patient. I don't think I could do it now.
Yeah.
I'm in my Zoom drawing class.
Okay, I just want a quick question. Dana wanted to know if we wanted to come over tonight to talk about her kitchen. At about 5. Should I say yes or no?
So what this would be good is if we did a skirt or a, when I think of lace and these beady things like a flapper dress or something, it'd be fun to do something with this on the edge.
Yeah. I've got something like that, well, I don't think I have it anymore, but it used to fit over a jar and it was all the lace and everything. And then it had the bead things hanging down.
Oh, yeah.
Put it over the lid of the jar and then it drapes down on top of it. It was really pretty, but I think I got rid of them.
Like a Victorian lampshade kind of thing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That didn't work very good. Did anybody use dark paper with a white pen today?
I did.
Oh, cool. It'll be fun to see what you did.
Any chance I get to do that?
Well, you guys tell me when you're done, because we kind of got done early today. As soon as you're done, we can
I
see what
have,
you did.
I have to run.
Okay, can you show us what you did really quick?
Do I have to?
No, you don't have
It's
to.
not one of those good times.
Oh,
Can you see?
Becky, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I love it.
That one and then this one.
Very
Beautiful.
nice. I think you did a good job. I love those.
Really good.
But it
Yeah,
was fun. It was fun.
good, good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Becky. See you later.
All right. Hey, Debbie, can I go next? Because Jim's got an
Yes.
appointment on the phone. I got to go join.
Let me just get rid of this here and we'll do it. Okay, yes, go next,
All right.
Joanne. if you're ready.
I have a
Okay.
bunch. So
Okay.
there's one.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
And
Nice.
there's one.
Oh,
wow.
good.
Oh, I like
And
that.
there's
one.
that one.
Okay.
And there's that one.
wow.
Awesome.
Wow.
Cool. And I know you'll do something with those. I can't wait to see what you do with them.
Yeah, I like the headband or hair.
Yeah.
Okay, bye everybody.
Hey, bye, Joanne.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Who wants to go next since we're disappearing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, that was one.
okay, that's the first one, yeah.
And then they look like little teddy bear heads.
They do, that's awesome.
French knot. You know, when you do a French knot, they're real big. I'm like, they got bigger and bigger, and then they went teddy bear heads.
I love it, yes. Cool. Is that it? Okay,
That's it. That's all
okay,
I-
good. And Angela, you're doing something funny on my screen. You're like time traveling.
Yeah, it's really strange. Do I sound funny too?
No, you sound fine, but I love watching you. I feel like you're going through time.
So let's see if I can get the
Let's see,
picture.
yeah. Oh, cool. Okay, good. We can see that.
Okay, so pretty.
Interesting. Oh,
Oh.
that's good
Oh,
job. I like that.
Oh, I like it.
And I like how you just put the dots sometimes on there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
that's
this one
good.
was mine. I kind of was doing a teddy bear looking thing too with French knots. I just hadn't
Yes.
colored them in.
Oh, love it.
I
Love it.
love
Love
it though. Cute. Well, good.
Cool.
Thanks. Jan, you're the only one left.
Okay. So I cheated, of course, because I'm not original.
Well, hey.
Here were my practices for class today.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's
Good.
a practice. That's a
Okay.
practice. And then since I'm in my office, and so my office is my knitting and crafting and writing and everything and sewing.
Uh-huh.
Here's,
Oh, I love it. Okay, and so you drew that?
so there's that. And then here's another one.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so
Oh, cool.
I love it. I wish I would have been smart enough to get a couple pieces of lace and do that. So good. I'm glad you did that.
Yeah,
did that. I Googled it and it brought up a little more than I wanted to, and I typed in lace.
so yeah, that was kind of fun to just look at those and try
Yeah.
to figure out like, how can I make that pattern?
Yeah.
That was
Well,
great.
you'll look at lace a lot differently now.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you, everybody. We're done a little bit early, but yay.
You can take a little break now before your next meeting.
Yes.
There you go.
And Angela, I hope we see you in this time zone.
I think it's time to reboot my computer.
Oh, you're very interesting that way. I don't know.
That is-
Thank
Okay,
you.
see you guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.